Well, hello. Happy Tuesday. This is Christine Glein, the creator of the Soul Intelligence Method. And I thought I would pop on today and just tell you why I would choose bioenergetics therapy over traditional therapy any day, which I know in and of itself can be kind of controversial. But for traditional therapy, you have to talk about your problems, right? You have to almost put yourself back into that traumatic situation. And why? To get the emotions to come up, right? So that you move the energy from where it's stuck, as opposed to bioenergetics, where you don't actually have to relive the trauma. No joke. The way bioenergetics works is I know, and you know, that everybody and everything is energy. And so energy can get trapped in your mind, right? It can get trapped in your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body. And when it gets trapped in your physical body, it tends to cause dis-ease or a dissonance in your frequency, right? Since we're energetic beings, it's a frequency. Everything is a frequency. And if you have this experience, this traumatic experience that you've not let go, it can affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, ultimately, energetically. And one of the coolest things about the soul intelligence method is that you actually get to shift those things up and out from wherever it's hiding without actually having to relive the trauma. How do I do that? Well, this is like a very specific form of prayer, right? Asking for certain things to lift up and out. And it could be a self-limiting belief. It could be a repeating pattern. It could be negative energies, emotions, thoughts that keep you stuck in a loop and won't allow you to heal completely. And so bioenergetics is probably one of the coolest ways for you not to have to constantly feel the trauma. Because bioenergetics, in and of itself, is really the connection between physical and emotional health and about being balanced in your mind, your body, and spirit, right? So, just like you go to a chiropractor, we need a biomechanical adjustment, you have to energetically align your body too. So, scientifically, what's going on, um, you know, everybody and everything is electricity. We know that, right? We're protons, neutrons, electrons buzzing around, vibrating. We all have this electromagnetic field, and we're all part of this big collective magnetic field, right? The electromagnetic field in which we live. So our thoughts are the electric spark. Our emotions are the magnetic piece that bring things into us. And when we think about the correlation between our thoughts, our emotions, and our physical body, we have to talk about our inner environment, because our inner environment is what's actually affected by our emotional state, right? And that's actually what sends signals to our body, like to the cells, to the genes, to either upregulate or downregulate. And that environment is what really signals the gene. And the end product of that signaling is called an experience, right? Energy in motion. So when somebody has an emotionally charged experience, it sends chemical emotional signals to their body. And it's that chemical emotional signal that begins to change that person's state of being, right? Because that trauma stays within their body. They see the world through that trauma, and they constantly feel how that event has changed them biologically, right? And then you begin to create beliefs from those experiences, right? So we are our thoughts neurologically and our feelings chemically. So when we embrace the biology of our past experiences, those memories, right? The trauma, that ultimately becomes our state of being. Because how we think and how we feel creates our state of being. Makes sense, right? Okay, highly charged emotional events like trauma can signal genes that begin to cause the body to change. So, how does this happen, right? When there's no new information coming in from the environment, these repetitive negative thoughts in their thinking lead to self-limiting beliefs. Those toxic emotions that they continue to feel lead to repetitive patterns, constantly sending the same information to their genes and their cells over and over again. So, this is exactly where chronic illness comes from, repetitive conditions comes from, you know, fix one thing, another thing falls apart. So, what I'm sharing with you is the soul intelligence method is a bioenergetic method that can help shift this up and out without you having to go all the way back and sit in that experience and express those emotions. So, how does that sound? I know it's kind of interesting, right? That I'm saying forget about therapy. Let's just go straight to bioenergetics. But that's really what I'm talking about. So, not that there's anything wrong with therapy. I'm just telling you this is a less painful and actually a quicker way. As a matter of fact, a lot of people that I work with have a change in how they feel even after just one session. So, if this sounds interesting to you at all, you can let me know. I would love to hear a little bit more about you. And if you're interested in trying it, I have actually a free little bit of, I have a free healer restoration kit that I'm happy to send to you. So if you're interested in getting that, all you have to do is type in the comments SQ, and I will make sure that I send out a free healer restoration kit to you. And if anything that I said resonates with you, you can give me a heck yeah in the comments. So I hope everybody out there has a wonderful rest of their week. And I will look forward to talking with you guys again next week at 4 o'clock right here. Take care.